Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. At the time you're making this podcast, y'all know the holidays coming up. Yeah. The holidays coming up. You got Thanksgiving, you got Halloween, Christmas. You know, everybody go come up with some kind of excuse. Not everybody. The lames go come up with it. Yeah, the lames. They always find a way to make an excuse about why they don't need to get started, why they don't need to work out, why they don't need to eat right, why they don't need to take a shower. They just come up with all kind of excuses. You don't want to be that motherfucker. If you the person you know going to the holidays, you want to lose weight, you want to see some of that weight loss come off on your stomach, you want to go to your family gatherings and go to these events with your business or your work, your job, and you want to look like a leaner version of yourself. You want people to be like, well, damn, okay, you done been slimming down. What you been doing? Your face looking leaner. I see a glow in your face these days. I see your clothes fitting a little bit better on your body. If you want that, you want to listen up. All right? If you want that, you want to listen up, okay? Because time after time, I see a lot of people run into these issues of the holidays and they fall off, all right? That don't have to be you. So the first thing you want to do, though, is, how do I want to say this? When I was starting to, like, really getting into business, I found myself doing a lot of personal development, okay? Because most times problems that you have in your business are actually like personal problems that you have that just show up in your business. And I was listening to this guy named Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins said, people don't get what they want in life. People get what they make a standard. And so the way I look at this is like, okay, well, a lot of people want to lose weight during the holidays. A lot of people want to be healthy during the holidays. They want to be in shape, but they still want to eat good food. You know what I'm saying? But you have to make it a standard for that to happen. Because if you don't make it a standard, it's easy to go to one of these parties with your family or your friends and, you know, you eat some good food, you drink you some sweet tea, you drink you some alcohol, you drink you a little Simply lemonade, you know, have a little bit of big ass stomach behavior, and then the next day, your ass still having big ass stomach behavior. The next 2-3 days, you still having big ass stomach behavior. You know why that happens? Low standards. When you have high standards for yourself, guys, you say to yourself, okay, this is enough right here. I've had a great day. I had a good day of food, you know, or a good weekend of food. Now it's time to get back in the routine. That's a standard. You have a certain way you want to look. Like, guys, even for myself, I can look in the mirror and let's say I done gained like 5 pounds, 10 pounds. There's a certain look I want to keep year round. And if my body starts getting further and further away from that look, I have a standard on how I want my body to look. And so I'm like, hold up, I'm looking a little too big. I'm getting a little too bulky. I want to be lean, cut, defined. I don't want to just inspire the men. I want women to be able to look at me too and be like, damn, I want to be lean. I don't want to be all buff and muscular, but I like his look. He might be able to help me. He looking real lean. Jay Jackson, man, that's a handsome guy right there. He taking care of himself. He got a slim waistline. He got some nice built cut up arms. You see what I'm saying? I got standards for myself. Your ass need to have some standards too. Some of y'all, your standards just way too pushed back. Your standards is you 5'8". Once you hit 300 pounds, that's when your standards start kicking in. What the hell is that? You got, at some point, you got to wake up and be like, okay, I'm 100 pounds overweight. Okay, I'm 50 pounds overweight. At some point, you got to look in the mirror. Stop walking away from your bathroom mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your eyes. Then go down, look at your neck. Then go down and look at your chest. Some of y'all got man titties. Look at that motherfucker. Look at your chest. Look at it. And then go down. Look at your stomach. And then go down. If you can't see your soldier, your stomach is too damn big. That need to be a standard. If I can't see my soldier, that ain't a standard I want to have. I got to have higher standards for myself. So I ain't going to let my stomach get that damn big. You see what I'm saying? And so, even for my ladies, you want your clothes to look a certain way. You want to be able to go out with your friends, and you love your friends. You love your co-workers. You want them to look good. You want them to be healthy, but you just want to look a little bit better. Yeah, you want to look a little bit better. You want everybody complimenting you. Woo! Girl, I see your waistline. It's looking snatched. What I need to do to get my waistline like, I know Charlie just can't keep his hands off of you because the way you are looking, you look just so gorgeous. For all my guys, when you all in shape, you have high standards. The brothers who are secure in themselves, they go say, hey man, boy, you put together, big dog. Hey man, keep doing what you're doing. that what happen when you got high standards. But when you got them low ass standards, you just let your body be all bent up out of shape. Yeah, ain't nobody saying shit to your ass. All right, so raise your standards. And maybe you used to get those compliments, but now you don't. That should show you doing something wrong. It's time to get back into that realm of your standards of looking a certain way, having a certain amount of energy, eating a certain way. It's not saying you can't enjoy the food you like eating. It's not saying you can't eat you a pork chop or you want to eat you some Salisbury steak, whatever you want to eat. You can still eat it, but you got to have standards on, okay, I'm only going to do this once or twice a week. Then I'm getting back in the routine. All right? So that's the first thing, standards. We don't get what we want. We get what we make a standard. All right? And when it's a standard, if you're not living up to that standard, what I've noticed, guys, in my life, if I don't have certain things in my life that I look at as a standard, I get pissed off. I don't know about y'all, but I get pissed off when my reality, like the way my life is, isn't where I want it to be. You see what I'm saying? If it's not a standard and I'm not living at that standard, I'm pissed. I'm not going to sleep. I'm working my ass off. That's just me. All right? When I knew I wanted to have a nice fly-ass car and I didn't have it, I'm like, man, I got to level up. I'm not working enough. I'm not being consistent enough. I'm not pouring into I'm not reading the books. I'm not investing in mentorship. Like, guys, when you make it a standard, you're going to do whatever is required to get those results. Whatever is required. Okay? It's not well, shit, I'll get to it later on this month or this year. That's not what a standard is. All right? It's just like your kids. If you got kids and you know it's a standard in your household for your kids to make B pluses or higher. It ain't no C's. It ain't no D's. It ain't no F's. It ain't no barely just making it by. When it's a standard for them to hit those kind of grades, what you got them doing? They studying. You making sure they get their homework done. You making sure they tell you when they get their homework done. They got to show you their report card. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a standard. So you got them in certain routines and habits to hit those standards. You not just, I just want my baby to do good in school. And you never put like things in place for them to hit those standards. You see what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. The second thing is this, guys. Guys, Christmas is one day. Thanksgiving, one day. All right? Halloween, one day. I don't know why a lot of people just be like, well, I'll just get started after Thanksgiving is over. I'll get started after the holidays are over. It's a day. And so if you want to be able to get results and keep the results, what you have to realize is you have to have routines in your life. Routines, guys. You can have this one day. You can eat whatever you want to eat. Like, guys, when Thanksgiving come around, my dad has a soul food restaurant. Yes, I grew up eating soul food. Neck bones, pork chops, cornbread, macaroni and cheese, liver. I used to eat all that. And I still do sometimes. But I grew up eating it every day. But here's the thing. Now that I'm more into my career, I have routines that I get on after that day of Thanksgiving, Christmas, a birthday, whatever it is. I may go eat those foods, those meals or whatever, but I'm not feeling guilty for eating it. I'm eating it because I want to eat it. But then after that day, I'm right back in the routine. I'm right back eating the breakfast that I know is going to keep me lean. I'm right back eating the snacks that I know are going to keep me lean. I'm right back into eating the lunch, the dinner that I know is going to keep me lean and having energy. A lot of y'all, the reason that you have inconsistency with your weight, inconsistency with going to the gym, inconsistency with eating the right foods is because you don't have a routine. You have to know, okay, I'm enjoying myself. I just went on vacation. What's next after the vacation? What are you coming back to? And y'all, a lot of y'all are just coming back to feeling guilty, beating yourself up mentally. Oh man, I gained 2 pounds. 2 pounds of maybe water weight? 2 pounds of water weight? Now you mad. You about to crash out because you done gained 2 pounds of water weight. Hey, 5 pounds. You done gained 5 pounds of water weight from eating good food, drinking a little bit of alcohol. Now you crashing out. Now you just had to fuck it. You don't even want to work out and diet no more. That don't make no sense. Guys, enjoy yourself. A lot of my coaching clients, a lot of them, they stick around for a very long time because they see, hey man, look, this is a lifestyle. This is not workout meal plan for a couple of months. This is, here's how I'm able to enjoy my life, have the body I want, and have good health so I could be around for the people I love and care about. All right? And so you have to have a routine of, after I get done enjoying all this goodness gracious, all this big ass stomach behavior for the holidays, what's the routine I'm falling back into? How many days a week am I going to the gym? What exercise and the routines am I doing when I go to the gym? What foods am I eating? How many times a day am I eating meals? You got to know these things. How much food are you eating on a daily and weekly basis? These are routines. These are habits. You have to have things that you fall back on, and so that way you can maintain your standards. The habits and the routines are what allow us to maintain the standards. You have no habits, you have no routines, how in the hell you go maintain the standards that you have? You won't. It's going to be inconsistent. You see what I'm saying? And so this is how you get the results and keep them. This is how you're going to be able to go throughout these holidays and eat good food, drink alcohol, guilt-free. Man, and you can lose weight during the holidays too now, guys. Even if, like I said, it's 3 days. Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas. It's 3 days, y'all. 3 days. 3 days will not make you big as hell. Okay? You got all these other days to be in routine and have solid habits that's going to help you lose that weight. And if you do this the right way, you will have no problems dropping weight and losing that big old ass stomach. Hopefully y'all found this podcast helpful. If you did, be sure to hit that follow button, leave your boy a 5-star rating so we can continue to grow this movement. And we out of here. Let go. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.